Hey everybody, welcome back. Sandamtod here. I got tagged for the 3D fighting tag, and you're probably going to see where this is going. For one, I'm not a huge fighting game guy, and especially after about the PlayStation era, I didn't really get into fighting games that much. So I do own a couple DOA games and a couple random Mortal Kombats or that Way of the Warrior or whatever. But to be honest, after about the 16-bit era and then into the PlayStation, I didn't buy many fighters after that. So I'll start with the questions, and we'll just kind of watch this as we go, just so you're not staring at my face once again. Uh, the first one is your favorite 3D fighting game. Well, I wasn't quite sure what a 3D fighting game was. I wasn't sure if, some games have look kind of 3D, but they're not really 3D games. I don't know, something like, the Killer Instinct Arcade or something. I don't really know if that was 3D. I mean, I guess it was, but it didn't really feel like it to me. But this is one that when I stick it in and I look at it, I think, yeah, this one was 3D. I mean, you do change positions. You're not always in the same side view. Things are moving, and the camera will circle around behind them sometimes, like that. Camera angle will change and stuff. So I consider this one a 3D. So Tekken 3 is my favorite all time because this was back in the heyday when I played fighting games, and Tekken was one of the big dogs. You see, I played quite a bit with Law there at the top. But just playing Tekken with my friends and stuff was fun. I mean, I Mortal Kombat, it had the fatalities and you had weapons and things. Street Fighter had the fireballs and some of the special moves and things you could do. But Tekken was just straight up fighting hand to hand. Different people had some different moves, but it was mainly just hand to hand fighting, and that was it. And I thought that was really cool. I mean, I like Samurai Showdown, some of those that have weapons, but the hand to hand, just the Tekken style. I might look into getting a PS2 Tekken game. I haven't bought one since Tekken 3, so I don't know. I might dig it. If I could find one cheap, maybe I would. But this one was definitely one of my faves. My battery's dying, folks. I'm going to have to cut out. I'll come back. Okay, everybody, where was I? I don't even remember. I think it was on. I was just after question one because I was rambling. Um, Two, your favorite 3D fighting character. Well, let's pop into the menu screen just for the hell of it. Um, I think I unlocked pretty much everybody on this game. But my favorite is Law. I played with Law most of the time. There's one guy that's named Bayek or something. I think he's in the second game, but I think like his student is in this game. I don't remember his name. Um, it might be that guy, but he's my favorite. I can't really play him with one hand, and I'm holding the camera if you can't tell. Sorry, folks. Anyway, number three, favorite 3D female character. I know there's the DOA chicks and some of those other games where there's a show, they show a little bit more, but I don't know. I always liked the Tekken game, so probably Nina on here in the Tekken game was a good one. Um, I don't know. I can't think of the other girl's name off the top of my head. The chick that was like from Alaska or whatever. What's her name on here? I forget. Oh, give me the big foot. We're gonna check and see what her name was. Anna, maybe. No, that wasn't Anna. Julia? It might be Julia. Law's been played with 26% of the time. That's because 1 out of 4 times I play this, evidently, or anybody's played it on my system, they took Law. So the fourth question is I think it's your favorite 3D fighting move with a character. I don't know. I really like this game. Law does a lot of triple kicks, and he does some. They do different grapples and holds and stuff too. But I'd have to say, if I was going to pick a game with, I don't know. This is where it comes in tricky, but because I would say if Killer Instinct is a 3D game, at least the arcade game was, that the like ultra combos and stuff you could pull off on Killer Instinct, that would be my favorite move. Doesn't matter the character, the insane amount of hits in the combo, and I think it is 3D. So I'm gonna say Saber Wolf, especially, was one of my favorites on that game, or Orchid. I played the girl character. Fulgore as well, the robot. Those three were the three that I really used quite a bit. So, I don't know. I'd say any character's ultra combo on that game would be my move. And number 5, favorite 3D fighting controller. That's got to be this, the old Sony PS2 DualShock. For this, anyway. Or standard PlayStation analog's cool too, but the PS2 DualShock probably is where my money's at. So those were my picks. This is my game, probably one of my favorite fighting games of all time. I do like some of the other ones from back in the day, like especially the 16-bit era, just had a ton of them. I mean, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tournament Fighters, Clay Fighter, the Eternal Champions, the Fatal Fury series, along with the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat series. I'm trying to think, just it seemed like any game would come up with a fighting game. It didn't matter. It was just like that Way of the Warrior. I mean, that's just a total ripoff. Kasumi Ninja and Atari Jaguar is another rip-off Mortal Kombat clone, so. And none of those are 3D, but I like the 2D style. 3D is cool. I mean, and I would say this is definitely the 3D. But I wouldn't say that 2 or 1 necessarily is. They're mainly 2D. But this one's got more of the 3D element to it, so. Sign off. This has been about 8 minutes on this tag. Tagging people, hell, I don't know. I don't know if people dig. I don't know who all digs fighting games that much. I mean, I don't want to just give this to somebody that doesn't want to, doesn't play fighters or something. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not real sure what people really dig, So I'll leave it open. I mean, if anybody wants to do it or throw a response to mine, the questions were listed, and have at it. So.